Spinning. And there we go. We are live. So
All right.
I don't know if anyone's watching yet. I can't see numbers, but if people are watching on a rewatch, which they will, I'm back again. So welcome, AJ's Movie Place. We've got 3 watchers at the minute. I'm joined by that side of me. I don't know if that works for you. Oceans Review and Matt. Now, Matt is obviously we do this in conjunction regularly, but we'll leave Matt alone for a minute. Be quiet. But Oceans Review, fantastic channel, relatively new from Australia. So we've got Australia in the house. So Oceans, or can I call you by your name?
Yeah, that's fine. Go
Dan,
for it.
Dan from Oceans Review. So Dan, just tell people a little bit about your channel, about yourself, whatever you want to say, and there we go.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Over to you.
So pretty much, I guess my channel is based around movies, of course, Blu-rays and reviews and things like that. Pretty similar to AJ and Matt's channel, I think. Except, yeah, obviously I'm based in Australia on the other side of the pond, I suppose. And yeah, that's about it, really. Just, yeah, putting along, just, making videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a perspective from a different side of the world when talking about things, obviously. Yeah, so that's fantastic. Matt, fantastic seeing you again.
Thank you. Yeah.
We need to, well, this is Matt. We have got a few comments at the minute, people coming in. Matt, again, if you just want to.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I've got a physical media channel, show unboxings, reviews of films. Coming up in September, I'm going to be doing 60 years of Bond, because on the 5th of October is the 60-year anniversary of Dr. No. So each Saturday, I'm going to be doing a different Bond film. I'm going to be focusing on the Roger Moore films, with the final film being Goldfinger, very close to that 60th anniversary. So yeah, it's got a nice sort of set of videos, coming up for people to enjoy.
Fantastic. So for that Bond, just so everyone knows, for that Bond anniversary, I may well get around to watching that last one. What was it called, Matt?
No Time to Die.
That's the one. When I switched off about halfway through, I may finish it and do a review for it. I don't know. I'll see how I feel with that one. So Dan over at Oceans, have you got anything? What's upcoming for you? What's your plans? What have you got
in terms of videos?
Yeah. Have you got anything on the horizon for people?
I guess at the moment, just my regular sort of Blu-ray updates every month. I've got that coming up. I do sort of a series where I sort of talk about the movies I watched over that said month. So August, I'll have a video out, what I watched in August. I record all my movies, everything I watched on my Letterboxd account.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty handy tool to do that. Yeah, that's about it at the moment. I don't really have any plans on new videos. Maybe I was thinking about doing maybe franchise rankings maybe in the future. Thought that it might be a bit of fun. I think I'd like to make some videos that involve more discussion, like about movies instead of like just showing pickups. Like, so it makes it a bit more engaging a little bit. So
yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. So enlighten us. What is the last thing that you've watched? Last film.
Yeah. Actually, I've been watching the Die Hard movies again. So I've been going through a bit of those. I watched the first one the other day. Been on a bit of a Bruce Willis bend this month. Been watching a few. I don't know, just Bruce Willis, like just spur of the moment. Yeah, it just comes up. It was Nicolas Cage and then Bruce Willis. But yeah, no, I know my movie tastes. I find they just go like just they change all the time. Like in terms of what I watch, yeah.
Well, I know what you're saying. I mean, when I watched Ghost Rider the other week, I felt like I needed to watch something a bit more substantial, so I watched Green Mile.
Yeah,
because Ghost Rider was just, it wasn't a good rewatch for that film, and I seriously said to myself, why am I wasting my time watching this crap? And I do watch crap, I know that, but I wanted something that just made me feel like my IQ wasn't slipping away.
I get what you mean. I know what you mean.
Stuck in the Green Mile. So Matt, what about yourself? What have you been? What's your last watch?
Last night I watched Event Horizon, the 4K version.
I've still got to do that.
So I obviously got that special edition for my birthday, and watched it. On a rewatch, I mean, I can remember watching it at the time and kind of being, really shocked by it. But it's still good, but it does look a little dated now. I mean, some of the effects are still, the ship, the model is fantastic, the Event Horizon model, but some of the sort of space scenes look a bit.
Because I haven't seen it for a long time. So the Event Horizon itself is actually a physical model, yeah? As opposed to CGI. Yeah,
I'd say it is a model. Yeah. Okay. Well, and the Lewis and Clark as well. Lewis and Clark is the ship that they are on to take them to Neptune.
American explorers.
But I mean, it just, I don't know, for me, it just didn't feel, I always had this sort of, like, this is really, quite, I mean, you get a lot of those flash scenes where they're just showing you images, but really, really quick. And I mean, a lot of those images are quite, severe, shall we say, horrible images. And I guess if you was to freeze frame them and look in more detail, it'd probably be a lot more freakier than it just being really quick. I just felt, I suppose because I've seen it before, and it just didn't have the same impact on me this time round as maybe a few years ago. Maybe because, things have moved on, and I don't know. But it's still entertaining, still good.
Oh, I need to give it a watch. So for me, the last film I watched was I watched it in two halves, and that was Me Time. Netflix film star. It's only just come on to Netflix. Starring Kevin Hart and Marky Mark Wahlberg. That's terrible.
I couldn't imagine it would be that good. Like,
it had a few laughs in it. I like Kevin Hart in it. He was pretty good. It's the majority of the film focuses around him. Mark Wahlberg is Mark Wahlberg. It opened with some terrible CGI of like a wingsuit scene where they both doing, it's Mark Wahlberg's birthday and they're doing a wingsuit, the squirrel suits that they fly with. It looks terrible, and don't know why Netflix just make rubbish. They really do, and it is rubbish. So it's not a good film. So let's just jump into a few comments and see who's about. So
can I just say as well, the other film that I watched the night before, which was a first time watch for me, and I thought it was fantastic, is The Mist. With Thomas Jane. That is a fantastic film. I really enjoyed that. The ending to that was a real shock.
Have you seen that one, Dan?
Is there a few versions of The Mist?
There's a black and white version. There isn't versions as in edited differently or anything like that.
Okay. I know they've done. I thought that was like an original and that was like a remake, maybe.
No, you might be thinking of maybe The Fog.
Yeah, maybe. No, I've seen one of them. I've seen one of them that The Mist. Like, I think I probably would have, but it would have been a long time ago. Like,
okay, because you had The Fog, the John Carpenter classic, and then you had a remake of The Fog starring Tom Welling, who was Superman in Smallville, which was very good at all. Terrible, terrible film. Then you had The Mist, which was about these monsters in the mist, like creatures.
Yeah, no, I have watched The Mist. Yeah,
And
I
they're
do
held up in
remember
a
now.
shopping centre.
Yeah, they hold up in the shop. I thought there was maybe a TV adaptation or something of that.
No,
movie.
I think you may be right. I think they did a TV series of it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I swear I
continuing
remember
on?
something like that.
I did start
continuing on from the story.
No, it's literally a redo of
like
it.
a remake. Yeah.
It ain't good at all. It's not good. I watched it, but it's until you've just mentioned it, Dan. That has completely left my mind. I would never have. I was talking about. And it just
I thought there was
they
something
did.
like that. Yeah, I do remember something being around like some sort of remake. But yeah, no, I haven't seen the movie for ages. Yeah, I think I've seen it maybe once or twice, but
I really enjoyed it, and there's a review coming next week. I've done my review, and obviously by Frank Darabont, the guy with the Green Mile and the Shawshank. And if you think, this film deals with a lot of human behaviour, and if you think about it, it's the same with the Green Mile. It's the same with the Shawshank Redemption. How people interact and how certain situations, what people do, and I find that fascinating. And this film really kind of honed in on that, and I just thought it was great the way. And it was even kind of one of the characters said, "Well, this might happen." I don't want to spoil it for people that are watching in case they haven't watched it, but yeah, if you like that sort of look at human behaviour, it's a fantastic film.
Frank Darabont is a very good director, and like I said to you, mate, he's the geezer who he was the showrunner on the first season of The Walking Dead. He was the fella, so you do see a lot of familiar faces in The Walking Dead that you would see in The Mist and in The Green Mile, and I think Shawshank was too early, but definitely in that. But yeah, no, it is a good film, and I do enjoy it. I've never watched the black and white version, not interested. Just because I know it in colour, do you know what I mean? So that don't really do anything for me. So we've got Dimension Scott here.
Hello.
How you doing, Scott? Hope you're well. Thank you for popping in. Then we've got. Did you see that? Hey guys, I hope you're all well.
Hello.
Very well, mate. If anyone's got any questions, please throw them into the comments. That helps progress the conversation. Also, if anyone watching hasn't subscribed to Matt over at Matt B's Movies, or Dan at Oceans Reviews, then go there as well. So yeah, did you see that? Hope you're keeping well, Mike. Who's up next? Adrian James. Good afternoon, Adrian. Adrian, how are you keeping, mate? Hope you're well.
Hello.
We got another Dan. This is
Hey, Danny.
Hey, AJ. Hope you are okay. Happy birthday to Matt. Yeah, it was Matt's birthday.
Thank you very much.
A little while ago. How
are
you doing now, Dan? Didn't you had issues? I know with your foot. Was your foot, weren't it? It was playing up on you. Did you go live yesterday, Dan? Because I didn't catch it. If you did, let me know. Then we got AK. AK's in the house. Good afternoon, guys. I hope you're doing well. Very well, AK. And we have AK again. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, Matt.
I did. Thank you very much.
What did you get up to?
We went to play pitch and putt. That was good fun during the day with my family. And
pitch and putt or crazy golf? Just pitch and
putt. Yeah, okay, 12 holes.
Yeah,
it was good fun. We haven't done it for years, but yeah, it was good. And then had a pub meal in the evening, sort of with some my family. So that was really nice. Thank you. Yeah,
that's why you were all silent that day. What did you have to eat in the pub?
Steak.
Nice.
Sirloin steak.
That's pretty good. That's good.
Lovely. AK says, I never seen Event Horizon film myself. I know about this film, but never seen it.
Yeah, it's good.
So, AK, what was the last film that you watched? Let us know down below. Here we go. We got a question here. What one movie would you say that everyone should own on 4K? Who wants to go first? Not me. I won't go first. I'm hosting, so I go last.
I know. I guess. I don't know. Matt, do you want to go first? Do you want to answer the question first?
I'd definitely say Blade Runner 2049. That's fantastic in 4K. And, science fiction, done at its best. Denis Villeneuve, fantastic director.
Now, I can imagine that one has fantastic sound as well, because you've got all the sound system set up.
Yeah.
You've got that sort of that background boom sound that comes through every now and then. See, I only watch for a sound bar, but Blade Runner 2049 is one film that when I watch, it makes me think I should have a better sound system. Yeah.
The thing is, when Atmos is it really is, when it's done right, it can really, helicopters and all this sort of stuff going over the top of your head. It really is, really cool. I would, if you can you can still get sound bars with Atmos. If you can sort of upgrade at some point, it will just make your movie watching experience that much more. I would say sound is 50% of the experience. Yeah,
so you can get Bluetooth ones, can't you? I haven't got to have stuff that wires up behind me.
You can, but they're not cheap.
But do you have a loss between? Do you end up with a bit of a loss in sync?
Depends what you go for. I mean, Sony sound bars with Atmos, you shouldn't get any issues. Samsung, you shouldn't get any issues. Go for a good brand. If you go for the cheaper one, then you might get dropouts and this kind of thing. But the wireless rear speakers aren't cheap. That's the only thing. You are paying for the convenience of it. Obviously, if you've got a wired system, it's going to be a lot more sort of affordable. So, but yeah.
All right, cool.
I mean, I've got an amp, with 13 channels of sound on it. I've got a separate amp to boost a further 2 channels. So yeah, I've got a lot of wires, but yeah, I mean, sound is, I would say, half the experience, definitely, when it's done right.
Craziness. I don't know. Maybe one day.
I could imagine it'd be kind of difficult, because don't you have to set up speakers and stuff in the right area of your room, to get the best sound, sort of output as well, for the experience?
Well, with the with a lot of these things, they give you I had a microphone with the amp, and you have to set the microphone up, and it does auto calibrate. A lot of it's automatic. You just have to sometimes put the microphone in certain areas, but the more and more sort of these modern systems with the sound bars and the wireless speakers, a lot more of it is automated now. So you don't have to be a sort of audiophile to sort of get a good experience. The only thing I would say about Atmos is to have a flat ceiling, because if you've got a beam ceiling, it will bounce all over the place, and that's an issue that I have, unfortunately, where I have my setup. It's not a flat roof. A flat roof, it'll bounce up and bounce down. I mean, ideally, you want speakers in the ceiling to get the best experience, but that means cutting holes in plasterboard, and I don't think the missus is going to be too happy about that.
I couldn't imagine that. That'd be pretty full on. That'd be a project. That would be.
It would
definitely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took that comment and took it on a tangent about sound systems. So, Dan, do you have 4K, or are you just Blu-ray?
Oh, I've got I mean, mostly I collect Blu-rays at the moment. I do have a 4K like sort of TV that's capable of it. But yeah, I don't know. No, I don't really collect 4Ks. I feel like they're a bit kind of out of my price range.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I think I'd only buy a 4K of a movie that I really love. Like it'd have to be like a special movie, like for me to go out and spend like so much money on. I think.
No, I mean, Hanover, like I said, Matt will know this. Hanover at Fans Man Cave made a really good point about collecting, and it's something I never considered. Is that the jump in quality between Blu-ray and 4K is pretty minimal, really. At the end of the day, consider the jump between VHS to DVD or VHS to Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But for me, one 4K that I should say people should own, and I sound like a broken record with stuff, but I would go with Jaws.
Yeah,
that's a good
favorite way.
It is a fantastic transfer.
A lovely transfer on that. But then Dog Soldiers that I watched yesterday morning was very good. I was very pleased with that. But yes, so we've got AK asking if anyone's going to pick up Lightyear, the Disney Buzz Lightyear movie. Anyone?
No, probably not. I mean, I watched it on Disney Plus, and yeah, I wasn't a fan. I didn't really like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting a steelbook of it. I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it. However, I did feel that there was a better film in there than what I got. I would much have preferred it to have the whole film to have been the opening. He's attempting to, you know how you got in the opening, you got him going off and all the people around him getting older because he's going into space and coming back 4 years, but for him it's only minutes. I felt there was far more heart in that sequence than what there was in the rest of the film, and I'd love to have them done that film where you saw these other characters getting old, but you're getting to know them getting old, and then at the end, he does what he has to do, but these characters have all passed away. I felt that would have been far more emotional had they done something like that with it. But I didn't mind the film at all. It's not Pixar's best, but I had no issue with it. And my comments have gone crazy. They just disappeared. Hold on a minute. Oh, no. Here we go. Okay, so we've got Ian in. Ian, he's...
Hello, Ian.
Channel of his own. Dan, are you subscribed to Ian?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Ian's someone that, if he's up for it, I'd like to get on here as well. And if anyone else fancies coming on to have a chat, let me know. We're always looking for guests. But Ian, he's got a great little channel. I like Ian a lot. Got a lot of time for him. AK's got a good channel himself. Here he is again. Which is your 4K films you're happy of getting or have in your collection, guys? So my answer would be the same. Jaws is my favourite. Matt?
Yeah. I mean, I've got all the Star Wars films on 4K. I know there's some debate as to whether they're that much better. I enjoyed watching them all. I think the discs are better than the streams you're going to get on Disney Plus. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that's really good on 4K.
Yeah.
Because certainly with the ships, all this flying saucers and that, you got a lot of colours on there. So the HDR really is good. Atmos is again reference. I've got The Edge of Tomorrow. That was a birthday gift, so looking forward to watching that one. Yeah, I mean, all the Back to the Future films, they look good on 4K. Yeah, there's just so many. I mean, they're bringing out so much at the moment. It's almost difficult to keep up with what's coming out. Crazy, isn't it?
It's tiring. Luckily, Dan, you're not burdened by that sort of thing.
Not really. I don't know. I guess JB Hi-Fi, they do have like their exclusives, kind of similar to like Best Buy or whatever. But we don't get like a special edition with like, what do you call it, AJ? Or the tat. That's what you call it. Yeah. We don't really get that often. We get a few steelbooks here and there, like really, but we just get the 4K Blu-ray, DVD, and even like without slip covers as well, which is a bit crazy. I think. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of an annoying thing to be honest, but it's all right.
I think cool. I'm still drawn into it. Still like a bit of that. But it's crazy. We've had. This is what gets me, right? And I know I've done it with Doctor Strange. I'm not doing it with Thor, the new Thor film. But Xavi have got you got the Steelbook of Thor, which is 32 quid. But then you've got the other version that is 50 quid, just with some art cards and an outer slip. 18 quid more for that. And when you think about it, these are postcard size art cards. Postcards in a shop over here cost, 25p? They did when I was away last week. So, it just shows how cheap this stuff is to produce. And then they sell it on to you for some mass amount of money. And their overhead, not their overheads are tiny, but what they're making on that tap is a lot of money. So, I mean, what they've done with Dog Soldiers, I liked, because you've got a 108-page book in there. And this isn't just a picture book. This is a book, 108 pages. To me, that is far more interesting than,
badges.
No, definitely. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. No, we used to get like digibooks and stuff like that. I used to love getting digibooks. I've got a Jaws digibook back there, and it's just got all the information about the film, pictures, like sketches of like the shark that they used and all that sort of stuff. Just all sorts of like really interesting stuff. I wish they'd done more of that. Make it more interesting, I think, for collectors. Yeah.
No, yeah. So we have After Dark. We said, "How AJ? How to the King." That's a quote from Army of Darkness.
Okay, yeah.
Hail, chat. I've just turned it into a quote from Army of Darkness. Hail, chat, and panel.
Hello, how's it going? Hello.
Hello.
Okay, next we've got. Go on.
As I say, just coming back to your comment about digibooks, Dan. If you was to give me a digibook or a steelbook, I would go for the digibook definitely. Because I agree, especially, I mean, we don't get many digibooks in the UK. Germany seems to produce a lot, and some wonderful editions. But unfortunately, obviously, it's all in the German language. But I think you're getting much more value for money with a digibook because you're getting some nice artwork, and then you're getting some sort of info on the film. I'd always go for a digibook over a steelbook.
I think it's great. It's a great little sort of addition to have, especially if you're like a big fan of the film. I think it's more worth it than like getting, as AJ said, like a few postcards and things like that. For sure.
Digibooks do seem to be a thing of the past over here in the UK, don't they?
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Germany. I do get some of the German ones, even though I can't read them. But there we go. But there we go. So who's up next? Hurricane. Oh, wait a minute. Pop up. Hurricane Alfie.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
It's a new name. Not.
How are you keeping, Alfie? Hope you're well. AK's back. AK saying, "I'm looking forward to get Top Gun Maverick, Elvis, Jurassic World, Domination, Yeah, fantastic films to have in the collection. Yeah.
Funny enough, just before we went live, I got Jurassic World Dominion, the Italian steelbooks just dropped through the post box.
Well,
So that's
an
really
opening
early. Wasn't expecting it.
That's good. So you're going to do an opening of that?
Yeah, be doing an opening because I didn't think it was out until early September, to be honest. So
and
that's
that's
come
the
really
artwork
quick.
with the two raptors on the front, isn't it? Blue and the baby
No,
blue. Oh,
no. This one is. It's got the Jurassic Park sort of symbol. You know, the one with the T-Rex. That sort of symbol.
Goldy colour, isn't it?
That's
Yellow
right. Yeah.
Golden. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to get that one to be consistent with all my other Jurassic World series steelbooks. So yeah, that one's come in the post really early.
And have you watched Elvis yet?
No. We do want to watch it, but it's 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's a long film, so we do. Yeah, we're going to watch that probably one afternoon.
Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one.
Does it work for you, Matt? Have you tried it?
No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be all right. What's that? What am I seeing here? Birthday cakes. I'm assuming that's for you, Matt.
Thank you.
Birthday cakes.
Sorry, that's what my missus giving me sign language. Couple of fingers. Elvis trailer made me very excited, so I can't wait for buying Elvis. It was a good film. What's your thoughts on Elvis, Dan? Are you interested?
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Elvis, like the music for sure. Yeah, I do like his music. Didn't see the movie in cinemas, but I do plan on picking it up. I think.
Cool.
It's quite interested in it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good film. It's very energetic. Baz Luhrmann is it who directed it? It's got a very energetic directing style, and it shows in that film. Okay, so Gap says the last movie I watched was Husk, a horror film. Now I'm assuming that is the Kevin Smith written and directed film where I forget the actor's name. He was in Die Hard 4, young boy, where it's like a body horror film, and he gets turned into a no, that's Tusk. I'm thinking of the wrong one. That's Tusk. Okay, Husk. I've got no idea what that is. Sorry, my mind went elsewhere. Tusk is the one I'm thinking of. So, what is Husk? I've never heard of it. Anyone else?
No, I haven't heard of that
No,
one.
I'm just looking it up.
Probably look it up on Letterboxd, then I'd find it.
That's on the
2010 horror film.
2010.
Yeah, go on. Who's in it? Anyone?
It looks like it's a Netflix film.
Okay.
No one I know. Devon Gray, CJ Thomason, Tamik Surasok. No.
So was that any good? Gap, is that something you would recommend or not?
80% on Rotten Tomatoes, 2.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
All right. Gap says 2001: Space Odyssey. You should own on 4K if we had to pick one. I actually have that. I do have that on 4K. I have the Titans of Colt version with the silly little badge that I'll never wear.
Bit of tat.
Well, no, you never know. I might be one of these people who, when they get older, I wear a hat with badges on, or I have a jacket with lapels covered in badges, and then I'll be thinking they're the best thing ever. AKA, last film I've seen with my daughter was the Lego Movie 2 plus 2007 film TMNT. I loved both these films, AJ. Hey, yeah, Lego Movie 2 was good, and I enjoyed TMNT, the animated Turtles film. That was. Yeah. I've actually picked up 4K version of Lego 2 a little while ago. It only cost me like off of eBay.
I've got a question for you, Dan. What's your favourite genre of films?
Oh, geez. That's such a hard question. I don't know. I feel like well, I guess my favorite film would be, it's Catch Me If You Can. So I guess something to revolve around that sort of genre, like
sort of
kind
drama.
of yeah. I know I like my horror like stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't have a favorite. It's just what I sort of feel like at the time, I suppose. Yeah, not really too sure at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. Really, could be just whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose, we all, depends on what kind of mood you're in. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's action, sci-fi. They're my two main ones I'll go to. But it's nice to watch a good drama, and even I don't watch many comedies, but it's good comedy now and again is always good.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. Yeah, has to be a good comedy though. I feel like sometimes they can get a bit silly, like they're not really that good. Yeah, like they're a bit like in the latest Thor film, like trying to be a bit of a comedy, but it just it was a bit strange, that movie. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a bit over the top what they've done there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Ian says, if my computer will do it, there we go. The Shining on 4K is just the one that looks amazing for me.
Yeah.
I have seen this Shining in 4K. I do have it. I lost it for a while, but then I found it. Very good. A very, very good film. I do love it. I didn't mind the sequel either. Dr. Sleep. I thought that was very good.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Then we have, The Shining, in agreement. AK, I've got a few messages from AK here. No, I haven't. My messages have gone up creek. No, they haven't. I've come back now. Also, I watched Space Jam Legacy with my younger daughter. She loved it. I was okay of a film. I love Looney Tunes characters. My favourite is Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? Space Jam Legacy. I have the steelbook. I wanted to like it, but it's not very good. Take it neither of you have seen that one.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. They the end of the film in the basketball match, it's just filled with Warner Brothers characters all the way around, which is quite nice to look at. But you got like the Penguin, you got the Joker, you got Batman, you've got the It Clown there. It's a kid's film.
That'd be kind of strange. That's weird.
Anything that is Warner Brothers related, but then they just look like people in cosplay. They don't look. Do you know what I mean? You can tell it's just people dressed up as these characters, and so yeah. Yes, I agree. The Shining is fantastic film. Wait, yes, I agree. The Shining is fantastic film. Never seen it.
It is.
Yes, that's AK. You're contradicting yourself there.
Oh,
you've never,
I've just read that. Yeah.
You've never seen it, or you have seen it. Also, I love Toy Story 4 myself, and my both daughters love it so much. It's fantastic. All the Toy Stories are very good. I do like them. AK goes on to say, yes, people give it a negative review for Lightyear. Yes.
I didn't mind it. I quite like the little dog, the little robotic dog. No, cat. Was it? No, it was a cat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a cat.
Yeah, I quite like that. I thought that was quite good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thought it was a bit of fun.
AK's wishing for more physical media stores in the UK. I know he's worried about the decline of the
Yeah, but
high
actually,
street.
they're
Frustrating.
they're not stocking them anymore, are they? Or they won't be. All
Is that
going
in
online.
in the Best Buy in the US? They don't stock the physical media anymore.
No.
Yeah,
But
I
they're
did
still
see
doing
that.
they must be doing some, because Punisher Warzone's got a Best Buy exclusive coming out. I don't know if they've gone just online or what.
Yeah, it's online. I think you'll find it's all online now. Because when you watch the American, Blu-ray hunts, they're going out to find the exclusive steelbooks. They're not on the shelf, and they're finding that they're online exclusives.
Wow.
So yeah, unfortunately, it's heading all online. I mean, the HMV in the UK, well, it got bought out by an American company, Sunshine Records. But now, I mean, I don't know. Did you see Dan's Man Cave's video? I think it was yesterday, AJ. And he was saying about he went into the store and he said there's just so much this other merchandise now.
Yeah, I did see that. He doesn't know what HMV is.
No.
Yeah, you can't tell whether it's a physical media store or whether it's a
that's right.
Merchandise store. Yeah, because they're trying their best to
diversify, aren't they?
Yeah, but I never, and as I never go to that other stuff in there. I'll glance at it, because that I pick up figures now and then that I'm interested in, but never from HMV. It's just not I'll pick them up from, because they only they stock a very small range of stuff when it comes to that sort of thing, and generally it's like Thor came out, so we'll stock the Marvel 4 figures to try and make a quick sale, as opposed to you go into Forbidden Planet and you have an array of these figures, because Marvel are releasing them all the time. But HMV are just happy to focus on what they think will sell, what will make them the quickest money, which will be that which is being promoted in the cinemas, that which is the next big thing, as opposed to, do you know what I mean? So they're not wholly dedicated to, that just shows they're not wholly dedicated to what they're doing, if that makes sense. They want to stock this stuff, but selectively for what they think will sell quickest.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
they've
realised that obviously just the physical media alone won't survive, because it's folded twice before. So, I mean, I think a lot of that extra merch and stuff will do well at Christmas time, because you'll get people that wanting to go into a physical store, the impulse buys, we'll get that as a Christmas present, stocking filler, all this kind of thing. But generally throughout the year, like you say, collectors like us are just going to go to the movie section or the vinyl section. You're going to bypass a lot of that other stuff.
No, absolutely. I think they still need to do a lot of work with their online shop as well, if they want to carry on that way, because I find it a chore to go on to their online store, because you go on to hmv.com, and first of all you've got to find the online store within that website, and then when you get there, they don't store. Okay, Zavi will store my payment information. Yeah, like Amazon do. So all you got to do is pretty much click buy, and you've reserved the item. But with HMV, they don't store my payment information, so I have to go in each time and I have to tap it all in the card information, and I'll see something come up on HMV and I'll think, well, that looks interesting. I can't be bothered to go in and put in all that information, and so I leave it. I forget about it just for that, and that's so silly, I know, because you think only 6 seconds, but it puts me off. It really does put me off. I don't know. I just think they need work in that area. Do you have HMV over there in Australia, Dan?
No.
Okay.
No, nothing like that. No.
did JB Hi-Fi have an online store as well?
Yeah, they're online. Yeah, their online's pretty good. I think they're a bit similar because, as you mentioned, the HMV sells merchandise. So when you say that, is it like T-shirts and like mugs and things like that? Yeah, JB Hi-Fi is similar because they have a section dedicated to like graphic tees, like for movies and things like that, and mugs and all bits and pieces to go along with, I guess, like the latest thing. They've got a small sort of action figure section as well, action figures section. They're pretty good with that. There's like a bit of Star Wars there, and also like they bring out the latest, what's new, what's hot sort of stuff. So right now they're doing like Thor at the moment, the Thor figures and all that. Yeah.
It sounds a bit like what HMV do.
Mm.
Which for me is because I go into the Forbidden Planet, and because I don't collect figures religiously or anything like that. Every now and then Marvel will drop one. I think I like that. I'm going to get it. So I don't go for everything, but I like to look at them. But with HMV, I just won't bother because it's a select few, and it bugs me. But and all the American candy that they do.
Oh, really? That's a thing. They sell like all the like imported like American candies, and wow, okay.
Yeah, overpriced. Like, I mean, talking like extortionate price.
Yeah, we have like stores dedicated like to those, like to the American candies and like snacks over here. I've made the mistake one time. I brought like a bag of like Cheetos or something to the counter, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, that'll be $10." Like, what are you joking? Like, put it back, like,
a lot of those sprung up over here now, aren't they, AJ?
Yeah, especially up when you go up to central London and places like that. And then all your sweet shops, you get like your every now and then you get these classic sweet shops that pop up. Sort of old timey sort of. Well, they used to promote themselves as old timey sort of sweet shops, but they've started with all the American stuff as well. It is a lot of money. It really is. So AK, because I love Best Buy and Target film releases, I love their steelbooks. They make it very nice and trusted steelbooks. They put nice artwork. They do very nice. Yeah, they do nice releases over in America. I'm watching a classic TV series of the 60s, which is only on DVD. It looks good upscale on my 4K Panasonic player. I'm really pleased with it. We'll be doing a review of the series. And don't keep us in suspense, Ian. What is the series?
Intrigued now.
Tell us what it is. I won't have seen it because it's a bit before my time. I don't really venture that far back. Well, I'm saying that I do have the complete Phil Silver's Bilko show on DVD, which I love. Geek Legion of Doom. The other good thing with media books is they produce some nice editions for some smaller, less well-known movies. I saw their media book coming for Bad Moon, which is a great werewolf movie. Okay, right.
Certainly in Germany, they promote sort of lesser known films with the media books.
I'm hiding Matt with this message.
It's kind of surprising though.
I was trying to duck out the way
for Germany and like not other countries as well. That you sort of have to venture that far. To like sort of get it imported. Yeah,
I know. Yeah, I know. Geek Legion of Doom. He loves all these sort of horror films, doesn't he? He loves all that stuff. Okay. Adrian James asks, do you know when Top Gun Maverick is coming out? Is there a date for that yet, Matt?
End of October, I think.
Is it? I know it's still doing very well in the cinemas. Up to about a week ago, it's still breaking the top 10 films in the cinema.
Yeah,
So that's why it's taken a prolonged amount of time. What seems like a prolonged amount of time when you consider something like Disney releasing their stuff.
Have you seen that film, Dan?
Yeah, no, I loved it. Probably like one of my favorite films of this year for sure.
Yeah.
And definitely be picking it up. I think it comes out here in like early November or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
As you said, it's like still in the cinemas. It's still running. I think over here as well.
Yeah, which is great. I was very impressed by it. I hadn't seen it. I went to see it on the spur of the moment, and I'd only seen Top Gun the day before.
Mm.
I've never seen Top Gun before.
Yeah, that was literally me as well. Never seen Top Gun. I watched the original, and then the next day I went and saw Maverick after that. It's kind of weird, like that.
And I prefer the sequel. I do prefer Maverick, the original. What about you, Matt? Because you know Top Gun.
Yeah. Well, I remember telling you to go and see it at the cinema because I think you were kind of like, I'll just watch it on the TV. And I said, no, go and watch it at the cinema. You won't be disappointed. And it is. It's that. I mean, all credit Tom Cruise. He wanted that to be in the cinema, and they waited and waited until it was right. And it's paid off. It's meant to be seen on that biggest screen. If you could see it, I mean, I'd love to see it in IMAX because I think it would be even better on an IMAX screen.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Fantastic. Really, really enjoyed that film.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, I've got to take my hat off to Tom Cruise. I didn't like him as a younger actor, but he's grown on me a lot, and I do appreciate the passion he has for his craft and what he does in the sense of stunts and all this sort of a thing. He knows his business. I'll give him that.
Yep.
I've never heard of the Husk film, says AK. No, neither have I. Okay, AK says Housey on the next one. I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to skip over that one. I don't know if that's Housey. I don't know that. Husk, a group of friends stranded near a desolate cornfield, find shelter in an old farmhouse. Though they soon discover the dwelling is the centre of a supernatural ritual.
That sounds pretty good. Sounds like something I'd be interested in.
Halloween.
You got my delivery of that. That's good, wasn't it? No, that sounds all right. I'll have to look it up. Who's this? AK. Who's your favourite actor in the 90s? Ocean, that's just for you, mate.
Well, that's just for me. Question for me. Gee, I don't know. I do like sort of like the early Tom Cruise, a bit opposite to AJ there. I don't know. Yeah, I'd say Tom Cruise probably. I think there's a lot of actors though. I don't know, like Rocky, I suppose, bit of Rocky, bit of Sylvester Stallone. I don't know. It's a good pool of actors to choose from, really. I think from that sort of era, at least. Yeah. Not really too sure, I think. And probably Tom Cruise, yeah. Tom Cruise.
AK, is AK subscribed to you? If anyone's not subscribed to Matt or Dan, go over to their channels. Husk also has one of the stars from The Expanse, Wes Chapman, who played Amos. The film Husk is really good if you like horror and suspense. It involves scarecrows. Okay, The Expanse, the TV series, I'm assuming. Thomas Jane was in that as well for a bit, but I've never watched it. The Expanse.
Amazon, yeah.
It's meant to be very good. I might have to give it a go. It's, but Tom James looks like a shadow of himself. He's like gaunt.
Hey.
We'll be with you in 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll hold you to that. 6 minutes. From when you sent that. No, not seen The Shining, guys. It's a good film. Michael's here.
Oh, how's it going, Michael?
Oh.
Hello.
Michael, who we've had on before ourselves. Good little channel itself. Good. What did he say before? Hope all is goy. Yes. What's going on? My screen's gone black. Oh, there we go. Wow, I wonder what happened then. Screen just went completely black on me. Okay. Best Buy in US mostly can get the DVD, Blu-ray, etc. Steelbooks online. Very, very little selection in store. So I take it are you over in the States then yourself, Gat? I'm assuming so. Yes, it's a shame what's happening. Adrian James, I like to watch movies and Sue videos and many others. Movies and Sue is a channel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mid-Level Media, Killer Podcast, Cool Duda, and 4K Trade. Yeah, I know some of them.
Yeah,
do you know
mid-level media. He does a thing with his wife where she sits there with a calculator, working out how much she spent.
Yeah, he does.
I like that. That's a good idea.
She'd be in the doghouse like every video.
Yeah.
I could imagine that.
Yeah.
I did my weekly haul video tonight. Is I put on the image the divorce haul or something.
The divorce haul. Oh no.
And the missus sees it.
Oh dear.
Yes, HMV site is a mess.
Certainly could do some work. Yeah.
If they want to progress and continue without, they're only going to be saved so many times. AK's in the know with Top Gun. Look.
Fair enough. I thought it was the end, but yeah, okay.
I don't know. I don't know when it's out. But series I'm reviewing is Irwin Allen's Land of the Giants. Loved it as a child. Okay. Oh yeah, around the sort of era of Lost in Space and that sort of thing. So I would have seen some of them as a young lad. They're probably shown on a Sunday afternoon over here in the UK when I was young. Do you know when Mission Impossible 7 film coming out? I'm a fan of Tom Cruise. My favourite film was Fallout. What a fantastic film. Anyone know when 7's coming out? Dan, Matt?
Yeah, there's I saw a trailer for it. I think it's coming out like maybe mid next year or early next year, sometime around there. Yeah, I did say something about that.
I'm Hayley Atwell's in it, isn't she, in the next two? Oh, I'm happy. Captain Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Peggy Carter.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool.
I do like her. I will look at Oceans reviews and give him a sub. There we go.
Yeah. Thank you, AK. Thank you very much.
With the new manager is a decent question. Not to knock everyone else's question, but we're outside the realm of DVD and Blu-ray. That sounded really bad. With the new management of Warner Brothers Discovery, do you support Restore the Snyderverse?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Interesting question. So that's a yes from Matt.
I don't even know like the topic. I haven't seen this. What is it?
Okay, so you know that Warner Brothers have cancelled a load of stuff.
I saw they cancelled. Yeah.
Batgirl. The Flash. We don't really know what's happening with. Yes, I'm intrigued as to what they want to do. I mean, I'd love to see a continuation of the Snyderverse. I really would, but they're not cancelling this stuff for nothing. They must have plans, and I'm intrigued by what they are. Because at the end of the day, me personally, I don't really care one way or the other. It's a shame stuff's been cancelled. I'd like to see it. But then, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to get hung up over it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. hold on. We got a guest coming in.
Hey.
How's it going?
When
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Good.
I may have.
Let me hide.
I might have.
Oh no! I'll we'll come to that comment.
Okay.
It's frozen. So, is that comment still up for you?
For me?
So, Pure Hangout. How are we?
Pretty good. I think I might have time. I might have done my time zone math a little wrong because I see you've been on for an hour.
Yeah.
Or did you start early?
Oh, you did. No,
Okay.
I started on time. GMT, mate. So everyone who's watching, this is Pure Hangout. I don't even know your real name. Can we use your real name?
Yeah, I put it up. It's Derek.
Oh, Derek. There we go. Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry, mate. Derek from Pure Hangout. Fantastic channel in the US. Go over, sub. So here we are today, supported by the UK, by Australia, and by America.
Yeah, great. I mean,
that's just fantastic. That is really good. So thanks for joining us, Derek. Although your tardiness is not appreciated. I don't know. But I'm so pleased to have you on. So introduce yourself to everyone. Tell people about your channel. A little bit about yourself if you want to. Whatever you want to do. Just let people know.
Yeah, so my channel's called Pure Hangout. It actually started as just me sort of documenting the pandemic the very first day that my job would not let me go to work. So I was just documenting that, and I'm a movie fan, and I was peppering movie stuff in quite a bit, and then it just sort of turned into a movie channel where I talk. I'll get into that in a little bit, where I'm only peppering in like family vlog type stuff, but yeah, mostly anymore I've kind of created like this YouTube game. Thank you for participating, the three of you, where I pick 3 movies out from my movie collection behind me and then rank them based off of whatever criteria pops up from those 3 random films. So yeah, that's kind of what it is mostly, is like a YouTube game channel in a way.
It is, but it is much more than that, because and I've said this before, and Matt knows this, right? Because I love your idea, right? It's so simplistic, right? It's such a simplistic idea of what you do, but it's so engaging. It's different because it could be any 3 films that you pick out, and not only that, you get the memories that come with those films that you share,
right? And
so it's just, I don't know, it's just such a clever idea, and I wish that I'd thought of it.
So I post every single day, 1 video a day, and I film it that day and then post it that night. And that actually came about from, like, there were maybe 2 hours left in the day, and I was like, I got to get something made. What am I going to do? And then it just like popped into my head, and it's kind of become the primary content now.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
They don't do as well. They don't do as well as a lot of my other stuff, but I don't know. I have the most fun doing those.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Always love watching them.
They are. They are. I just don't like it when you pull stuff that I've not seen.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. So what's the time over there in the United States? Where are you in the US?
Central Illinois. Do you know Illinois? Okay. That's the state that Chicago is in.
Illinois, and the Blues Brothers they filmed some of that in Illinois? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm south of Chicago, in the central part of so pretty rural for the most part.
Because you have a farm.
Yeah, well, like a family farm. I don't live on the farm. It was my mom and stepdad's, and then I just kind of help out in the summer.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So what's the time over there at the minute?
10
a.m.
10 a.m. Breakfast. This
All
is
right, cool.
coffee.
Okay, cool. Because for Dan in Australia, it's probably 1 a.m. now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's one.
Oh.
my.
Need some coffee your end as well.
Yeah, no, I'm slowly sipping it down.
Yeah.
And he's got to get up for work.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. That's all right.
So, what we've been doing, Derek, is we've been going through the comments, and we've got no real subject matter. We've just been talking about whatever crops up. Really,
Okay.
a lot of it's physical media based and things and film, but obviously it's film based. What am I saying?
Right.
So where was I at anyway? Now I've lost my.
we could ask Derek, what was the last film you watched?
Yes, go on. While I try and
Okay.
find where we was at.
Are we talking like in the theater?
No, just
Yeah,
Just
either.
in general.
however you want, whatever you want.
Okay. Actually, just last night I rewatched the Zodiac, David Fincher's film, and my wife and we always watch the extended edition, the director's cut. It has a lot of, I mean, it's quite a bit longer. I'm not exactly sure how many additional minutes there are, but there's quite a few, and a lot of a nice like artistic scene to show time passing. I don't know if any of you have seen that. It's kind of done through major events that happened in the U.S. during and it's I guess the way that time is passing, it's a completely black screen. So I wish this would have been in the movie theater. And you're just hearing radio broadcasts of major events that happened in America, showing you how much time passed from like this killing to the next killing. But yeah, we always watch that one. It's a nice long film, and we're very familiar with it. So we actually use it quite a bit as a background movie while we're working. I don't always work from home, but mostly I work from home. And then she, primarily works from home.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
But yeah, we love that one.
I've not seen Zodiac. Matt, have you? Dan?
No, I haven't seen the Zodiac. No.
I think I have seen it, but it's a many years ago. It doesn't. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but
I think it's a 2007 movie.
2007.
Yeah, so ways back. At this point,
put it on my list.
Yeah, it didn't grab me right away. It did take a couple viewings, and it's one of my wife's favorite movies. She likes true crime dramas. It's about a serial killer here in the U.S. from the 70s, and actually, Dirty Harry. What's the first Dirty Harry movie called? Is it just called Dirty Harry?
Dirty Harry, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's sort of based off of this, inspired by this serial killer. So, but yeah, it kind of took some discussions with my wife for me to come on board, and now I love it. Sometimes it takes that. You got to talk it through with some people.
Yeah, totally agree. And how's your weather out there at the moment?
It's been hot, mid 80s. Oh, you don't have. Oh, right, you're. What does that mean to you?
Centigrade.
You have to think about it.
35, is it? 30, 35, something like that.
I don't know. I don't work that way.
Must be in the 30 degrees, something like that.
I think we tried using your
32, something like that.
We tried using your system in the late 60s, early 70s, and we just rejected it.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
All right, shall we get... Oh, wait a minute. I've lost where I'm at again. My messages have gone crazy. All right, so the last question we had up, which I will go back to because we didn't complete it. And okay, so the new management at... We did answer this one, Derek, so I don't know. What's your thoughts on it?
Restore the Snyderverse. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I don't really know what to do with all of that, because I kind of like the big mess it's in, but I also don't feel invested in those movies. I think because it's a big mess, but I do like that it's unpredictable anytime you go, and I feel if we were to get the Snyderverse back,
Yeah.
maybe things would turn a little too Marvel. Sure, Marvel is a success story, and I love those movies, but at the same time, it's a weird thing where I love them, but they also feel bland to me, most of them.
Yeah, because I did quote you on this actually. Do you remember, Matt, when I said that? I said what you'd said, that Marvel have refined it so much that they know what they're doing, that it's like almost boring in a sense, because it's sort of almost film perfection, if you know what I mean.
Formulated
down to a T. But DC are very rough in what they're giving you, so you do get that. Might be a good project, might be a bad project. You don't know.
Predictable.
Yeah.
But Marvel's a very, it's a well-oiled machine, so we say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But AK, hi Michael. That's people talking. Okay, here we go. Gap After Dark. Yes, I'm in the States, but I order a lot from HMV in the UK. Also from the Jerry Anderson store. I didn't know there was a Jerry Anderson store in the UK and the Forbidden Planet. But do you not have HMV in the States anymore, Derek?
No, I'd never heard of it until watching.
Had it in Canada. HMV was in Canada.
Okay.
Not in America.
Okay. All right. And what about you? You have Forbidden Planet over there as well, though, don't you?
Not by me. I don't know. We just mostly have department stores that will carry movies, and that's kind of dwindling. We had a place called Sam Goody for a while, but I think all those closed in the 2000s. So, yeah, you kind of buy your movies whenever mom and pop rental shops close and put them all on sale, or you go to a department store or order them online. Like even our Best Buy, you all have Best Buy, right?
No,
we did have a little bit. They did have some stores in the UK for about a year or two. I actually I can remember ordering the Thor 3D version. I was after the 3D version from Best Buy in the UK, but they didn't last for long.
Oh, I didn't know that. There you go.
About an hour or so. Sorry, about a year or so, not an hour.
Oh, we've lost Derek.
He's back. He's back.
He's back. Yeah, no, I thought Forbidden Planet did exist in America. I don't know if I'm just dreaming that or what. Sorry, I'm hiding a couple of people there with these messages.
All right, I'll just.
Derek, just see your eyes, Derek.
I'm still here.
As time marches on, movies, physical media will likely increase in price as a lot of people transition to streaming. Companies will likely increase. What cost per film would you stop buying physical media?
That's a good question. I mean, I'll go first if that's all right. I think the sort of 30 to £35 mark is really where it needs to be at. I think 40, 50, it's just going silly now.
So you're talking about thingy releases. You're talking about prestige sort of release.
Yeah.
We've lost Derek again. Hopefully he'll come back. Yeah, he'll come back. So yeah, you're talking about prestige format sort of releases, though, Matt, aren't you? What about your standard?
No, I didn't catch that. You broke up.
Oh, did I? Sorry. What about your standard releases?
I mean, they haven't really changed, have they? Sort of standard Blu-rays about £15, DVDs £10. So
but if you saw an increase on them.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Where would you stop? Where would you say, no, enough's enough? Bad at this.
Well, yeah, I think you'd stop at where we're at the moment, because it's been like that for so long. If it started increasing, it's going to really start putting people off, isn't it?
It is. Derek's trying to get back in. There he is. Look.
Was that me? That was probably me.
I don't know. We lost you though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think my internet's been a little spotty today.
So, me personally, if that was, I mean, I do it with some stuff now. I'll wait until the prices come down. Not on the standard, on the special edition releases, but for argument's sake, I've just picked up Fear the Walking Dead, the latest season, to get a release, season 6. I know season 7's been on TV, but I've waited for that to drop 50% in price before I bought it. And that's what I would just do. I'd wait around until sales, so I wouldn't buy brand new. What about you, Dan? What do you do?
Where would you stop? Here in Australia, regular Blu-ray is about $30, new release, brand new.
Yeah.
4K would be $39.99 at $40. DVD's like $20. I think, well, me buying a new release, it seems like what they're doing is maybe after about a month and a half, it seems to go down in price, like half price even. Like there's been movies that I've sort of just thought, you know what, I don't really need them right now. Like I can wait. And they've gone down to like $15. Like the latest Uncharted film, I didn't buy it. I wasn't planning on buying it, but that was like around $30 brand new when it came out. And now it's like $13.
Wow,
and which is pretty good, I think. I guess for Australian standard, I feel like probably the price difference would be a bit different. But yeah, I think I wouldn't pay. Yeah, I wouldn't pay like any more than $30 for a brand new Blu-ray, like new release, day.release. Definitely not. It depends. I'd have to really like the film. Yeah, it'd be case by case. It really depends, but yeah.
But you're quite new to collecting, really, aren't you? So you've still got the backlog of stuff that you can.
Yeah, I've got I sort of have at the moment. It's kind of funny. Like I watch like a lot of people on YouTube, and they've got really big collections, and they've already got heaps of movies to watch, and they're just waiting for the new releases every month. And then there's like me sort of like picking out all the crumbs, like at thrift stores and things like that. So I do have that option as well, which is quite good.
But then I envy that. I envy that kind of because you're at a point where you can, you're at that point where you can go out and the world's your oyster in that sense.
Pretty much
for very little. So I do envy that. Massively, I really do. So Derek, what's your sort of collecting habit? Do you still pick up? Do you? Because I don't really know, actually.
Am I lagging? I guess I should ask that first.
I don't know. Are you lagging?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's that?
Don't worry about that. Physical media collection.
But you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just maybe out of sync a little.
Okay. So, okay. I don't know what the deal is with my internet. I haven't had issues with it in weeks. But yeah, I will pick up new movies on occasion, usually if it's something that I have not seen in the theater.
Yeah. And
I need to see it. Like, I feel like I missed this. I'm very upset that I didn't see it, so I'll just go ahead and buy it. But otherwise, kind of like Ocean, I'll go to thrift stores and pick up things that I've heard of or classics that I missed and don't have in my collection much. So it's mostly that.
Okay, so if there was an increase in price on brand new releases, where would you say, no, I'm not picking that up, I'll wait for a decrease? Oh, now it's gone.
I think he's frozen.
That's gone quiet. The internet is playing up. Don't know if you can hear us. We'll come back to that one. I'll save AK's one because he's saying hi, Pure Hangout there. Oh wait, we've lost Derek again. Oh, great to see you Pure up on live. You have a wonderful, fantastic channel. Go give him a sub. He does have a fantastic channel, just not fantastic internet. Adrian James says, I like going to CEX for physical media and HMV. Yes. I may actually pop to HMV tomorrow morning because I've missed it at work and I've got nothing else to do. Am I very bright? Am I very sort of misty looking on here?
A little bit misty, yeah.
I think it's because of the sun, coming through.
Maybe, yeah.
No, he's going to close the window now.
Close the curtain.
Yeah.
That's better, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay. The Gap After Dark. Can someone drop Ocean Reviews channel? I seem to have a hard time finding it. I've subject to the other panelists. Okay, so what I suggest in the comments at the end, just drop your channel link in the comments at the end. But I think he has found you. He said, wait a minute.
He's found you.
We're back. He's back.
I'm sorry. I hope this isn't too disruptive.
No,
that's all right.
We'll just carry on with
that.
Yeah. So where were we at? Yeah. So what price? If there was a price increase, what would you say? No, I'm waiting for a price decrease or sale or something like that on a brand new film for you.
Yeah, brand new film. Well, that's the thing. Like 4K is just too expensive for brand new, and I just don't have like the setup yet to where it would be worth it. I would be buying it for when I can afford the equipment, basically. So just like preparing myself. So I will still go with Blu-ray, and I'm always looking for a Blu-ray DVD combo because I want the ability to watch it, on as many systems as possible. So price wise, I don't really go over. I wouldn't say I go over $26. If anything's 26, I might go $28, but anything above that, I usually don't do. So secondhand shops are my, best friend.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Right. We've started looking in them as well. So while you've been gone in your little break, we had AK said hello to you.
Hey, AK.
Yeah, and he also said, great to see you, Pure Hangout on live. You have a wonderful, fantastic channel. Go on, give him a sub.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And wait a minute. And then AK says, same. I love to go to buy and CEX, buy my films. HMV I don't buy there, but I bought some movies there for myself. So do you have does CEX exist in America or doesn't it?
I don't know that one either. I didn't hear about that until watching your videos. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's like a trading store.
It's in Mexico.
So
Is it? It's in Mexico.
What?
Wow.
Are those places specifically physical?
Is it? No, it's physical media, games, electronic, but it's a trading store. Like you go in, you sell your stuff.
Oh.
So whatever you're buying in there is secondhand.
Okay, so our version of that is called Disc Replay.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
At least
I've heard of those. Some people go out to Disc Replay, Mega Replay as well. Heard of that as well.
Yeah. And I think that might be the same company, just larger buildings. Mega Replay. I could be wrong on that.
Okay, interesting. I've never heard of that. Learn something new every day. So AK's sending his love again.
Thank you so much.
And to Derek. Oh, Derek. Wait, they're the same. What was I saying? I was thinking Daniel.
Your number one fan.
I've got too many D's on my mind. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What's your favorite Marvel or DC character superhero films? Oh, there you go. That's for you. Well, we can go around the table with this one, but Derek, we'll let you go first because it's specifically to you. What's your favorite Marvel or DC character superhero films? Do you have?
So,
Thusly reaches up.
I mean, my favorite like Marvel character is Beast, but I haven't loved a film version of him. The closest would be Kelsey Grammer. In X3.
Yep.
So what I would like to see happen is a CG, maybe a motion capture done with him in future X-Men films that happen. I think that would be great because I'd like him to be a large ape-like beast, kind of that Jim Lee style with everything, like we saw in the 90s cartoon and everything. But I want to see. But yeah, I guess he's in my fate. Well, I don't know. Like the original X-Men is my favorite for nostalgic reasons, just because it was a dream come true to see that. Something I always wanted, and then I got to see it. My favorite character for DC though is Superman, and I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but Brandon Routh is my favorite Superman.
Whoa.
From Superman Returns specifically. I haven't seen him on the TV shows.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting take. We only done it on the TV show for a very small amount of time in Legends. Okay. You can probably YouTube those scenes, and it would take me 5 minutes to watch them.
Okay. And then I like Smallville too. So I like a lot of Superman content, but I don't have time to, drink it all in. But I like Superman a lot. And I didn't always. I used to prefer Batman, but now I've become a Superman guy.
Cool.
All because of Superman Returns. And that's why I think I love it so much. It really shifted the way I thought about superheroes.
Oh, that's cool. So it's interesting. Cool. It's an interesting take. Very interesting. So what about you, Dan? What's your favorite? Have you got a favorite superhero film, superhero character?
I guess at the moment, I'm really enjoying Daredevil, like the TV show, the latest sort of TV adaptation.
Or the Netflix one?
Yeah. Been watching that. I've been really liking that at the moment. I hope they do they're supposed to be doing something in the future with that character, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they're doing a new series. Marvel doing their
season
own
4 or something with like this.
I don't think it'll be a season 4. I think it'll be a brand new,
like a revamp or something.
Yeah, with Charlie Cox.
Yeah. I feel like he does it quite well. Like he portrays the character quite well. I think he's a pretty good Daredevil. I've been enjoying that, and I guess if I had like an all-time favorite, it would have to be definitely just Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Like it feels like a pretty basic answer, but always Spider-Man, probably the first Spider-Man movie, I think. Yeah, cool. For sure.
So Matt?
Well, DC, it's got to be Superman. Obviously Christopher Reeve, he was the first. Well, wasn't the first, but the first motion picture. It's always going to be him. But I do think Henry Cavill is fantastic in the role. Really enjoyed Man of Steel. It's one of my favourite modern DC films. I know it's a bit underrated, but I thought it was fantastic. And for Marvel, I would say Spider-Man. He's my favourite character. The favourite actor to play Spider-Man for me is Andrew Garfield. I think he's a fantastic actor. Wonderful, in No Way Home. obviously you've got the three guys playing, and for me, he's just the standout actor. He's just, you know, I like all three of them, and you know, I think Tom Holland's great. I think he plays a good sort of younger version, and I think he's good for the Marvel universe, you know, MCU. But yeah, for me, Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, definitely.
Great, fantastic. So, I mean, everyone knows my favourite character anyway. It's like, yeah, I've got the shirt on. Well, I don't think I'll be wearing this shirt much longer because of what this skull is now standing for, where it's been used and turned into something it shouldn't be. But there you go. But film-wise, I don't know. I difficult one. Marvel film-wise, I'd say Captain America. I love the trilogy, the Captain America trilogy, and the entire story arc for Captain America throughout those first MCU, 1, 2, and 3, the MCU phases. DC, I would always say Superman. I've got to say Superman at the top. But quick question for Derek. So I'm assuming you got familiarity with the comics then, mentioning Jim Lee. And Jim Lee's art style. I guess you got familiarity with that era of the comics.
A little bit, yeah. With X-Men, and then when he did the New 52 for DC, I collected New 52 for a while.
Okay, yeah.
And then I don't know, I probably did that for, I don't know, over a year or two, maybe 2 years. But then I ended up stopping. Like Animal Man, I think I collected when his stopped. I stopped collecting New 52. But yeah, I like Jim Lee's style. That's kind of what I grew up on. That's what the 90s cartoon, was based off of, his style, as far as I know. And so again, nostalgia, this is what I grew up with, so that's what I prefer.
Yeah, it would have been around the time that he drew on the X-Men comics when that animated series came out. So Gap says that there used to be a HMV store in New York.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, here we go. So there is. I am right with Bin Planet. There is one in New York. There we go. So there is one over there. Interesting. AK's back again. What's your most favourite film you ever bought and loved it to have in your collection, Derek, mate?
Favorite film I've ever bought. So my favorite films that I have in my collection are my VHS films that my mom bought me when I was a little kid. Nostalgia is just very deep inside me. So probably my Hook VHS is my most important piece in my entire collection. And I still have it.
Films, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, my absolute favorite. Yeah. But yeah, in my collection, I don't know. I love this. So this is sort of like a holy grail type thing for me. I love the lenticular with the comic illustrations along with the actors there. And then it comes with the graphic novel here all together in a hardback. I have it in paperback. That's how I read it. This is still sealed. And then it has there were so many editions of it. It was the extended edition. It's a Blu-ray of extended edition that has the animated sequences in it as well.
Okay, so that's the ultimate.
The super duper long version.
Yeah. That's the ultimate.
And then I have another piece that I'm not going to give away here. I'm going to make a video for it eventually. That is my other holy grail piece. So you have to wait on that.
Can you do a video for the Watchmen as well? That looks a cool set. Closer look at that one would be great.
As soon as you said lenticular, Matt went, After this, Matt's going to be on eBay searching. Adrian says, I know there's a Doctor Who store in the US for collectibles and stuff. I didn't know that. They closed, Ian says, they closed the HMV store in my town. My nearest city, Leicester, also had one that was closed. Somehow gamers survived in our town, but I'm not a gamer. No, I'm not a gamer. Because Game did used to sell, I remember, they used to sell Blu-rays, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
No, that's funny. We used to have that used to be years back. We used to have Game here in Australia, but they all closed down. Yeah. Remember that.
Optical haze, 4K still too high. Price of. They are expensive. Gap says, I have 2,150 DVD Blu-rays and or 4K. I got most of mine in excellent condition at what you all call charity shops in the UK, aka thrift stores in the UK, in the US, sorry, or op shops in the US. And Derek, sorry, an op shop is what they call it over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We call it an op shop in Australia.
You're saying op? Like OP?
Yeah, OP, yeah.
What does that
Why is it op, AK? AJ, sorry.
Yeah.
Op is opportunity.
Oh, okay.
An opportunity store, opportunity shop.
Yeah, opportunity
An op
shop. Yeah.
Opportunity to get Blu-rays for cheap and 4Ks for cheap.
Yeah, or just like, I don't know, any collectibles, I don't know, anything, I suppose. Yeah.
So it is a charity shop, yeah? I take it an op shop is a charity shop, yeah?
Yeah, it is a charity shop. Yeah.
So it is linked to a charity.
Yeah,
and is that the same for thrift stores as well?
Yeah.
So charity linked. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so charity.
I think charity over here has almost become like a bad word almost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like when you were saying them in your videos, like, oh, I don't hear that word very much.
What video? Video?
Well, like when you shop at those places, it's not like a bad word, but it's one that it's like I don't know how you would say it, like just I don't know. It doesn't get used that often, I guess. I think Americans maybe are always, try like we have this like mentality that we're like don't want to be, I don't know. You want to like refuse charity or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a regional thing out here, but it's a word I feel like you don't hear about you don't hear of much anymore.
Okay, all right. So so to go into one of them stores is a bit perceived to be. Am I going in the right direction here?
I think so. Like
you don't want to see. You don't want to be seen to be the sort of person who has to go into one of them shops. Yeah,
it's almost like you, or there's a stigma maybe that lives in the word charity. So to try and get rid of that stigma, we've sort of gotten rid of that word and replaced it. With
okay, all right,
yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
So what are the organisations called in America then? Obviously, we call them charitable organisations. So what do you call them in America?
Well, I think that's still used, but it's just I don't know. It's a word that doesn't get said as commonly anymore. I would say I could be totally wrong. I might just be in the bubble I live in, but yeah.
I've got another question. Oh, sorry.
Go on. No, go on, Matt.
I've got another question. This is for Dan. In the UK, we have what's called car boots. And I know in America they're called swap meets. Is that right?
Or swap flea market.
Derek? Or flea market, yeah. What do you call that kind of thing in Australia?
I guess you call it a car boot sale.
Oh, you would call it a car boot.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Yeah, car boot sale.
I
Yeah,
suppose in the States you also have the garage sales, don't you?
yeah, we have
Yeah.
garage sales as well. Yeah,
And those are
some
done
people
at
have
your
those.
home. Yeah.
Yeah, but flea markets, and I've heard swap meet as well. That's
Yeah.
out in California, I think. Swap meets. I don't know. Are you more flea markets where you are?
Yeah, I would say more flea market, antique shop, and I haven't gone to swap meets, so I don't actually even know how those are. In my head, that means you trade, you swap items. Is that what that is?
I'm not sure. What I've seen is people refer to swap meets, but when they go there, it looks like a car boot sale to me. Like you go there, people have got things on for sale on a stall or whatever. So, but yeah, it kind of confuses me. It says swap meet, and you, like you've just said, you think, are you swapping something? But I don't think it does mean that. I don't know.
I think you have a bit.
Yeah,
I think you might have a bit of both.
Maybe.
Sorry, Derek.
Oh no, you're good.
You're saying? No, I've done.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to a swap meet, or if I have, it's been called the flea market.
It's probably all just the same, really.
But
anyway,
it is a term, that I know. I just haven't been.
What I was saying was, I think you get a bit of both, Matt, where you can buy something, but you can also maybe trade between sellers. Because I've seen it on only on I think it's in the American Office. They've done it where Dwight was swapping. He bought something which was the cheapest thing there for sale, but he kept swapping it between. He went to another table and swapped it for something else worth a little bit more. Then another table, swapped it until he got the most expensive thing that was there. Just by swapping between people.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I think that it sort of comes. Go on.
Speaking of the Office, I got a question. So, AJ, do you prefer the American?
I like them both.
Okay.
I like the British Office, and I adore the American Office.
Okay.
It's different. I mean, the first season of the very first episode of the American. I can't watch the first season of the American Office. Well, the first episode is essentially a shot-for-shot remake. It's exactly the same, but I just find that first season very difficult. And if you notice, they changed the character of Michael Scott from the second season. He had a complete character change in him, and when it stepped away from trying to be the British Office, is when I loved it, and I can watch it over and over again. But I can watch the British one over and over again as well. Both of them I adore. I adore both of them. But
how about Matt? Which one do you prefer, or do you like them both same way, or do you even watch it?
Me, I've only ever watched the UK Office. I've never watched the American Office.
Okay.
How do you? Because obviously our humour can be very different to yours. Have you watched the UK Office?
Yeah, and I think I've gone through the UK Office twice, and the special. I think they had like movie versions or holiday versions or something. At least on my disc.
Christmas specials.
Yeah, the specials. And we like a happy ending, So I feel like that's the big difference. Is ours is a little bit more like everybody has a redemption story at the end, to where they end up better than where they started. But I feel like the UK one, if I remember correctly, it's not that way. Some people end up worse than when they started. Although your Jim and Pam, I can't remember their names right now. I think they have a nice. Do they have a nice ending? I can't remember now.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, there is a film. It's not The Office, but obviously
David Brent on the Road.
Yeah. Again, I like that film. It's very good, but it's centered around him, so it continues his story.
Oh,
What about Dan? Dan, have you ever watched The Office? Is that ever?
Watch the
How is it over
American
in
version.
Australia for that sort of thing? Just the American version.
Yeah, I think here in Australia, I think we'd probably relate more to the UK version, like comedy wise.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, no, I've only watched like bits and pieces of the American version. I've never seen the UK version. No.
Okay, all right.
I think within our version, we've got a lot of sarcasm in our humour, which for some people, some people say sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. Some people don't like sarcasm, but if it's done right, it can be very funny as well.
Yeah. So, can I ask another thing? Speaking of Australia, Eric Bana. So, in Eric Bana, when he came over here, we all thought he was this dramatic actor. Like he just did drama after drama after drama. And even when he made the Hulk, it was done from a very, very serious point of view. The way he acted. But then I recently learned, maybe a couple of years ago, that he was like a pure like comedian in Australia. That's how he got his start. It was like almost slapstick comedy.
That sounds, I don't know. It doesn't sound like him, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've only seen him as like a serious actor. I haven't seen him in anything else like comedic, really. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I've only seen him in drama stuff and things like that.
Okay.
So he didn't get started in Neighbours or Home and Away?
You know about Neighbours, do you?
Well, Neighbours used to be on here all the time.
Well, in the UK?
Yeah.
Really? Like the Australian Neighbours?
Oh, yeah.
Neighbours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
How about that?
Used to be big in the sort of 90s, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it got like millions and millions of people watching it.
Well, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. Yeah, well, Neighbours just finished, I think, had its last episode either this week or just gone.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been on for like so many years. But yeah, no, Margot Robbie came from Neighbours. She was that was her start. I'm not sure if Eric Bana was in Neighbours. I don't think so. He might have been.
Everyone did though. I mean, weren't Thingy in Neighbours at Home and Away to start with? Chris Hemsworth.
He might have.
Obviously, Kylie Minogue.
I'll have to search it.
Was Neighbours.
Home and Away was quite big as well in the UK.
Okay.
There's a lot of actors. There's a lot. There's the older geezer who was in Neighbours or Home and Away that pops up in a lot of films as well. I don't know his name. Anyway, you probably don't get that in America, do you?
Yeah.
The guy in Iron Man 3 who played what was the evil guy in Iron Man 3?
Guy Pearce?
Guy Pearce.
Yeah, Guy Pearce. Yeah.
He was in Neighbours, wasn't he?
There was loads came out in Neighbours.
Yeah, Neighbours was like, I guess, kind of like those two shows were like, I guess, Australia's their starting point, like the actors, their starting point.
Yeah.
And that was their first gig, and then they went and done like bigger things from Neighbours. Yeah.
They springboarded them. Yeah, it's good. So I'm trying to show this. Okay. Gap After Dark. Oh yeah, so Derek, same with you. When this video goes up afterwards, do you want to drop a link to your channel in the comment section, just so that anyone watching can find your channel? I'm all up for everyone sharing, and you know what I mean. So, and also Gap's got a channel of his own, Toy Shorts. That's interesting. Dimension Scott, we have a disc replay store as well. So that's in America. Was that mentioned already?
Mm-hmm. I think Dan mentioned disc replay.
Yeah. Adrian, I bought 5 Blu-rays and CHS, all with slip covers and in good condition. Nice.
Cool.
What were they? Anthony's Horror and More.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Look at all these
Hello.
bad people. I'm out running errands right now. I hope you guys have an awesome stream. I'll catch the replay for sure. So, yeah, Anthony's another one I should get on as well. We should get on
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, he's got a good channel.
Gap says BRB. Be right back. AK's back. Fantastic live stream, AJ, mate. And guys, brilliant. Thank you, AK. Now AK's commenting on Superman. My favourite is Christopher Reeve, Superman. My favourite, childhood favourite film. And I love Batman and Wonder Woman.
The Trinity.
Gap says the Trinity, yeah. Superman, Christopher Reeve is the best.
So tragic what happened to him as an actor.
The Superman curse. So they say.
Wonder what it will be.
AK says. Sorry?
I wonder what it will be for Cavill.
Well, there you go. Cavill.
Yeah.
It won't be James Bond, that's for sure.
But
Saying
again,
that-
he could make a good James Bond.
Yeah,
But-
that sort of fed well into that.
Yeah,
I-
he would make one, but I just don't think he's right because you know him as Superman. It just wouldn't work. But he looks
very-
and he would
very
sound the perfect Bond.
Hmm.
Now, my take on it is that they won't cast Henry Cavill. They won't cast anyone who is a named actor who has headlined another film series in a recognizable role.
Mm.
They've never done that with. They've never done that with the casting of James Bond. Okay, I know Roger Moore was on TV in The Saint. I know Pierce Brosnan came from TV with. He was that.
Steel.
Yeah, Remington Steele. Dalton was more a sort of stage actor. Even Connery, when he started, he was not really that overly big. And the same with Daniel Craig. He hadn't. But you're taking a character that's recognised as Superman, or an actor who's recognised as Superman, putting him into James Bond, and you've got people going and watching it saying Superman's now James Bond. You've got that recognised face. And James Bond casting has never done that. So I don't think Cavill will be cast for that reason.
No. If it had been unknown, when he was unknown being cast as Superman, so if we wind back 10 years or whatever it is, he would have been a perfect candidate for Bond being unknown. But
yes, absolutely.
Right.
I just don't think they'll do it.
No.
You know, yeah. Same, you know, you had got these rumours, silly rumours that Tom Holland. They're going to do Tom Holland.
I saw that. I couldn't imagine that. Who thought of that?
But
please, no.
Exactly the same reason. They wouldn't have Spider-Man do it. Just wouldn't have done. Have you got any idea? See, I don't know. What about Tom Ellis? Do you know Tom Ellis from the TV series Lucifer?
I've seen his picture.
He's British.
I could probably see it, I think. Yeah,
that's just the name that comes to mind from me.
It'll be somebody that you've seen, but not that big, and then all of a sudden, poof, yeah.
Gap says Marvel, it would be Michael Keaton, Batman, DC. Just to correct you, sorry. DC.
Oh yeah.
I loved Henry Cavill as the Superman. My favourite of his Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a very good film.
I did.
Yeah. With a great soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
Saw the first Superman movie with Christopher Reeve when I was 8. It was my first cinema experience.
That would have been amazing.
That was great. Done well. I mean, Marlon Brando, playing Jor-El, it was fantastic, wasn't it? Susanna York, another great actress from the sort of 70s.
So, Adrian, did you believe a man could fly?
Right. That was the tag, wasn't it? The poster.
It was, yeah.
I have one of
Great.
those original posters somewhere around here. I could make a video of that too.
What, for Superman?
Yeah.
Superman. Wow. Cool.
Original.
Nice.
So back when they used to fold them, so it has creases in it.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's nice though. You should show it.
Yeah.
So it's that old, is it? It's got to be that well. That's getting on.
Yeah. I mean, I never really opened. I just, keep it stored away. Too scared to do anything with it.
Yeah. We've got Stephen Luther on. Stephen, I talk to a lot on my channel, and message sometimes.
Stephen.
He's a cool guy.
Is he in California?
I don't know really. I know he's America based, but I don't know
I've got
where.
a feeling is he in California? I'm not
Where
really.
are you, Stephen? If you're still watching, if we get to them messages. Adrian says, the second film I saw at cinema was Disney's The Black Hole. I love The Black Hole.
Yeah.
I think it's a great film.
It's on Disney Plus, I think, as well. You can see it on there.
It is, yeah. I last watched it on Disney Plus, actually.
Is it in 4K on there? Or?
I don't know. It's lovely, clear, crisp picture, though. It looks great. I ain't got physical media. Well, I've got DVD of it, no Blu-ray. Because I think it's only available through the Disney Club, is it, in America? You have a Disney Club? Don't you?
I'm not a part of it.
Where you can get DVDs, but it's the only place. So Gap says, love The Black Hole. He's in agreement. Game was closed in my town, Leicester. Yep, game store shut down. Must be regional Pure Hangout because thrift stores here in my area of the southern United States, people just love them. I love going into them. I don't care who sees me. I'm just smart with my money.
Yeah, I guess it's like, we're very pro charity. It's just those shops aren't called that, and that word isn't used as often. And I think, again, it's trying to get rid of the stigma by getting rid of that word or something. Like when I say it's a bad word, it's not like, you get in trouble for saying it, that sort of thing. It's just not as common a term for shops like that. Thrift stores usually what's the term that's used.
Okay, cool. So once a year in the US in April. Once a year in the US in a certain area, they have the longest flea market that travels through miles and miles of roads.
Here's a question. Why is it called a flea market?
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
That I don't know.
The etymology of that. I have to look into that one. I don't know. Flea. I don't know. I would say that, because I like these things. I was saying this earlier, Derek, I like trying to work out the etymology of stuff. I'm wondering if that comes from years back, and literally, the correlation of fleas with bad living conditions and stuff. I don't know. So, you do me a favour. Can you check the etymology of flea market? Why do you have flea? Where's the word flea come from in flea market for me, please?
It's interesting, isn't it?
So I've got the missus.
Got the missus on the case to sort it out.
It is interesting, all the differences around the world. We all do the same things, but they're all slightly different, aren't they? Like car boots and charity shops, flea markets, thrift stores, op stores. It's great.
It is. I'll go into charity shops out here in the US in Sacramento. They have Goodwill stores and other random named thrift stores. There's a general agreement that the term flea market is a literal translation of the French marché aux puces, an outdoor bazaar in Paris, France, named after those pesky little parasites of the order fleas that infested the upholstery of old furniture brought out for sale. So, yes, there you go. AJ spot on again, almost. It does come from fleas the stuff being covered in fleas, but from France.
Wow.
Sorry. So Stephen Lucas says, shoot over. I'll go into charity shops out here in the US. So he's in Sacramento. They have Goodwill stores and other random named thrift stores. Okay. So where's Sacramento geographically in correlation
What
with
state is
you?
it in?
Yeah, Derek.
That's pretty north. Or I mean, maybe I'm trying to remember now my geography. If my wife's watching, she's gonna be really mad at me because she's a geography pro. But I think, like, if this is California, it's like I think somewhere more in the middle portion. But
Let's have a look.
I hope she comes down here and corrects me.
Yeah, it's in California. It's California.
It is in southern. Oh, okay.
Well, it just says city in California.
Oh, city. Oh, I thought you said southern. Gotcha.
It's
more north.
Dan, sorry, I'm very aware that this has hit 5 o'clock, and that Dan has got, he's got to go out for work in the morning.
Oh gosh, yeah.
If you want to jump off, Dan, I was going to finish this at 5, but I'll continue it for another, 15 minutes. That sound good?
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, I
don't
don't mind. We can keep on going. That's all right.
All right, so I'll end
get
it.
Some matchsticks.
Hold your eyelids open in the morning, and I'll have my 2 coffees, and I'll be sweet. It'll be fine.
We're lucky.
Sleep on the train on the way to work.
There you go.
We're lucky in the UK.
Sorry?
I'm going to say we're lucky in the UK because we've got bank holiday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I will end this at 1:15, and I'm getting in trouble for that now. My missus chat. That's 15 minutes later than you said. Where was I? So I used to go to car boot sales before looking at films. I've not been since 2019. Just okay. Stephen says swap meets are just like flea markets. It's just another name for the same thing. You'd think that they would change the name flea market, really, considering the connotation of the word flea. Yeah, it's not very nice, is it, in a sense?
Right.
I sometimes go to charity shops like BHF or cancer research ones.
British Heart Foundation, BHF.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. The thing is, down here in the UK, again, regionally, I can go into a charity shop and stuff's far more expensive than what it is like where Matt will go, just because of the, because London being deemed a sort of well-to-do area.
Everything's more expensive in London.
Parts of London are well-to-do, parts aren't. I like to go to charity shops. British Heart Foundation is a very expensive charity shop in my town. Yeah, AK finds them being very expensive.
Although I have to say, with the charity shops locally where I am, I'm going to sort of local charity shops. So they're like a local hospice. And they tend to be cheaper than like your Oxfams or your British Heart Foundations.
Okay. Gap After Dark says fun stream. Look forward to your next stream, AJ. Thank you. It is a fun stream. It's a great stream. It's great to have that geographical perspective and people from different parts of the world coming together.
Yeah.
Love it.
Brilliant.
Oceans. Did you watch the show Mr. In Between? Australian crime show starring Scott Ryan. I love that show.
Yeah, no, I did watch Mr. In Between. That was really good. I really enjoyed that one. I think that only had 1 season. I'm not sure. I don't think. Oh, maybe it might have been two seasons. Mr. In Between. That was it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Can't say I know it.
Yeah, it's on a streaming service, I think, that we've got over here. Yeah, I don't think there's a physical release for that one.
Okay, cool. I've had to take some messages out because they were advertising nudie stream sites.
Oh, yeah. Get them
AK
everywhere.
says, no wonder the viewing figures have gone down. I used to watch Neighbours, Home and Away, and The Bill. My favourite show was EastEnders. I stopped watching all them years ago.
Yeah.
Neighbours I left when Kylie Minogue left it.
Chopper Squad.
Chopper Squad. And it doesn't ring a bell, that one.
Remember Chips? Chips, do you remember that?
I remember Chips.
You remember that, Derek? Chips? Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
That was great. I love that.
I like that show too. Yeah. I never saw the movie though. I saw they made a movie with Michael Pena and Dax Shepard, but I never ended up watching it.
Yeah, I've got it on Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah, I think it was kind of like like almost a parody of the show, kind of a silly version of it.
Yeah. It got slated, but I actually quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Ian says Alan Dale. I don't. Oh, is that the name of the show he's watching? I've never heard of it. AK says Henry Cavill should continue as Superman, and Tom Holland should focus on thingy. So Stephen Luther, I won't put it up. He says he's in Sacramento, California. Yes, and I agree with this. Video Tasties. Black Hole has a great John Barry score. It does. I love the musical score for the Black Hole. It is really good. Lauren's in from the heart of Zany. Hi AJ.
Hello.
Hi Matt. Hi all panel. Heart of Zany she does have a channel over here. Thought I'd drop by and give you a like. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. They used to call them jumble sales or rummage. Yeah. I remember jumble sales at school. Jumble sales were a thing.
We have rummage.
You have rummage sales.
Mm-hmm.
So where would you find them? What are they?
I always understood that as like basically equivalent to a garage sale or like a church.
Okay. Yeah.
Like gather up everybody's stuff, and then sell it there.
Yeah. Jumble sale.
Yeah.
Is that, what do you call that over? Do you have them over there in Australia?
No. We just have typical garage sales. Oh, I don't think we do car boot sales anymore. Actually, I haven't seen a car boot sale in so long.
Wow. A big over here.
Yeah. No, I think they're pretty good, but it seems like I've watched a few videos on them. It seems like the same sellers keep on going every time they're advertised, to go on, and it's just the same stuff that they didn't sell last time. And I've seen a few people go through that kind of experience. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
So Lauren at Heart of Zany says, because flea market was just that, 18th century, and then followed up with this, which I will say, I'm going to call you out on this one, Lauren, that is a copy and paste. I know that because it's exactly the same what I was reading. My missus asked me. Sorry, it's called the world's longest yard sale that goes through miles and miles and miles of road. Okay.
Yeah, you call them yard sales in America, don't you, as well?
Yeah.
Yard sales?
Garage sale, yard
sale, yeah.
That's it, yard sale. Garage sale.
You call them garages, or garages is where you get petrol from, isn't it? Or gasoline?
No, that's just a gas station.
Oh, gas station. Yeah, we call them petrol stations.
Store your car at your house, or I guess if you have like take it to the mechanic. You'll call that like a garage too. Yeah.
Garage, yeah.
Although I think in Australia it's gasoline, isn't it?
No, it's petrol.
Is
That's
it?
petrol.
Oh, because because in Mad Max they call it gasoline.
Yeah, I know. I think that's probably because like I don't know, maybe because of like the like just try to be similar like to America, like the American,
possibly,
yeah.
Like,
but yeah, it is petrol.
Would understand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just so we would understand, we wouldn't get it otherwise.
What's diesel? Because we have petrol and diesel. Do you call it diesel in the US, or is that gasoline as well?
Yeah, diesel usually for big trucks and semis and school buses.
Yeah, right.
But
What about you, Dan? Sorry.
No, that's all right. Go on, Dan. You have diesel as well.
You have diesel.
Oh yeah, no, we've got diesel like the same for like more like I had like a weird moment then. Like for trucks and stuff like that, as Derek said. Yeah.
But Derek's saying that so you understand. It's the same, it's like Harry Potter. You know, you had to have Harry Potter renamed from the Philosopher's Stone to the Sorcerer's Stone, just in case you never knew what a philosopher was.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? The differences.
But then we had films like Harry and the Hendersons renamed to Bigfoot and the Hendersons, so that we ensured that we knew it was a Bigfoot.
No, I don't know.
Wow, it's amazing.
No, we couldn't have Harry and the Hendersons. No, it's too confusing. AJ says keep it going. I've got to stop at 4:15 in 4 minutes because my missus is kindly cooking dinner and I'm not helping her at all. And she's been at work today as well. She knows her place. I didn't start my... She's gonna kill me later. I didn't start my channel when I used to go car boot sales. I regret it. I don't ever have regrets, AK. It's one of those things. The next one was one of them pesky, naughty sites. Oh, wait a minute. I've lost. Oh, okay. Here we go, Matt. We've got AK wants to come in the stream sometime. We can do that.
We can, yeah.
We'll sort that out for you, mate. Mr. In Between was 3 seasons. We had it on FX channel in the US. They put the seasons on DVD, and you can get a bootleg Blu-ray of the series online.
Okay. Now we've got Mr. In Between on a streaming service we have over here called Binge. And Binge is like we sort of get like all the kind of like the American shows. So we get like The Walking Dead on there, Game of Thrones. It's sort of like revolved around that sort of stuff, like Better Call Saul and things like that. Yeah. That's on there. Yeah.
Cool. AK says never heard of Chopper Squad. Squad. Where the hell did the new HD weirdo come from? Yeah, they're just
spammers.
Yeah,
Bots,
spammers.
yeah.
And you see it on a lot of these live streams. And this is actually the last message because obviously the sex bots have cleared everyone out. Bot bots. Do you need moderators, AJ? Get rid of the sex.
Yeah.
Sex bots.
Annoying, isn't it? They fill the stream with unwanted comments, but there we go.
I've heard of Chopper Squad, says Gap, and this is the last message, and I will leave it. I won't answer any more messages. Your mum keeps calling me.
Okay.
What's your favourite 90s movie?
What a name.
So I'm not going to answer any more. I'm not going to go to any more questions after that one because I practically hit time. But favourite 90s movie, everyone. Let's finish up with that.
Oh, God.
Gee.
That's a
I'm
pup
gonna have
one.
to search it up just
Oh.
to have a look.
Hook.
Came out in the
Oh,
90s.
that's lovely. That's a
Mine is
framed
Hook.
poster.
Hook.
Wow. I like that. I like that
Thank you.
poster a lot because I like the film
Yeah.
a lot.
I've got to look at.
We've got Oceans and Matt are both searching.
Yeah. What came out in the 90s?
I can't even think of 90s, isn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's wow. You do like Hook.
Yeah, I've got it.
I do like the other poster better. I will say that.
Yeah.
But it's a fantastic film. I've got to agree. I love Hook. And fantastic John Williams soundtrack to it as well.
Oh yeah. One of his best. I mean, I don't know. That's not saying a lot because all of them are his best, I feel like. But yeah.
But anyway, so moving round. Matt,
Oh, jeez.
favourite 90s movie?
Shawshank Redemption, 1994.
Oh, wow. That's a great one.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's such a... I don't know. What came out?
It's a tough question. It is a tough question.
Such
So
a-
many good films.
See, 80s, I'd be able to put my finger on it, but 90s is a difficult one. I can't, Shawshank Redemption is a great film. It's a fantastic film. Hook is a fantastic film. Okay. One of my most watched 90s films, 2 films from the 90s for me, I've got to say 2. The Rock and Con Air. 2 are probably most watched.
Great film.
My most watched films from the 90s. Probably not my favourite. If I had a list of films in the 90s, I loved Hook, but I wanted to say something different. I love Shawshank, but and it is probably it's far better film, superior, yes. But I love The Rock and I love Con Air. There we go.
Good choice.
So, one left.
Yeah, I'd probably say Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
classic.
Yeah.
Like a box of chocolates. That's
I love Forrest Gump.
So,
I'd say Tom Hanks is my favorite actor.
Sorry?
I'd say Tom Hanks is my favorite actor. That's a good one. I remember seeing that in the theater with my mom.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
fantastic.
very inoffensive person. Never really gets himself into much trouble. I know he had that little stint a couple of weeks ago where he was protecting his wife, and she told someone to F off. But good luck. Yeah, good luck to him. Bloody, who cares? But anyway, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say thank you to obviously Matt joining me again, and we're always joining. But Oceans Review coming on, that's fantastic. Dan there and Derek from Pure Hangout, channels that people should subscribe to, and I'll ask them again.
Having me on.
Drop a link in the thingies again, and if you enjoyed that, it's something that I'd very much like to do again and get you both on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's been great.
Having that, just getting these people together from different sides of the world. It's fantastic. It's really
Maybe we
great.
could do it a little bit earlier for Dan, because obviously it's, quite late for him. So if we could maybe do it
was spur of the moment, but if we all
1 or 2 o'clock our time, make it a little bit, not so into the early hours for him.
No, and we've got to find out what suits Derek as well over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you everyone. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for keeping it nice, and it's great not to have any. Well, no, and I enjoy having my haters come on and leave me silly questions. I quite enjoy that, and I want someone to come on who hates me, and so I can just focus on their questions a little bit and give a little bit of time to them and their stupidity. But there we go. So thank you, everyone. Obviously, when I shut the broadcast down, for those of you who don't know who are in the group, you will still be open and we can have a little mop-up session. That makes sense. Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thank you for the questions. I'll get everyone to say goodbye, and goodbye from me.
Goodbye. See you, everyone.
Goodbye from him.
Take care, all.
Bye.
So